And so what I've heard in the market consistently is really there's like a 90-day period that we're very much focusing on and being able to forecast for a hotel. But even that, there's a challenge in understanding what's going to happen in the market.
Noe, LodgIQ. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Jason. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. LodgIQ, historically an RMS. You now have other offerings. Are these single products or are they part of a suite?
So they are part of a suite. And that's kind of one of the interesting pieces is we have found that there were so many really cool components within our full RMS that could really benefit properties, but they maybe didn't need the entire suite. So we've made it possible for hotels to be able to utilize certain functionalities and certain modules, basically, of the RMS.
So, which new features are we going to talk about today?
So I'm going to focus in on two main pieces. We call the MarketIQ and the GroupIQ. So these are, as you mentioned, part of the full suite of products in our standard revenue management platform. But what this allows, it really opens the door for hotels that perhaps are already engaged under contract with another revenue management system, but there are some gaps and some places where the systems could be enhanced. Or if it's a flag, flags have the ability to utilize these individual proponents as well.
So, one problem you're solving are these gaps in other revenue management systems, which we all know once revenue managers are in one system, it's very hard to get them out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, just reality. So that's good. But you are providing a gap. Now, what are we going to talk about first? We're going to talk about MarketIQ.
Sure, let's do that one.
So describe to me the problem you're solving with MarketIQ.
Absolutely. So MarketIQ, just really high level, it's market insights. And so that is the historics of a market, the current state of a market, as well as in the very, very unique factor is the future of a market. So that's one of the really key components that this is allowing is for insights into what is actually going to happen in a market by segment as well. So there's a lot of data that's available out there to understand historically what has happened. And we're in such a unique time period in our industry where I almost hate to use the term new normal, but we really haven't settled in yet. Things are not consistent from year to year quite yet to a point where we can really say we know what's going to be happening. That's a challenge a lot of hoteliers are having. And so what I've heard in the market consistently is really there's like a 90-day period that we're very much focusing on and being able to forecast for a hotel. But even that, there's a challenge in understanding what's going to happen in the market. And so that is what this product allows, is we can look at what, again, has happened in the past over this time period, what's currently on the books, but also allow hotels to know what they can anticipate as far as demand, rate availability, as well, and by segment, how these individuals are going to be coming in. So you have new data pieces to be able to make strategic decisions for your hotel.
So who is this for?
This is for hotels, and really, I hate to be so all
Any
encompassing.
hotel?
Really, all hotels can utilize this. And interestingly, what we found is there's also management groups that are utilizing this type of data to make strategic decision in their growth plans as well. So that's a whole bucket. But with the standard MarketIQ, these are pieces that individual hotels, whether it be boutique properties, all the way up to a few thousand key resorts, are able to utilize so they can make those decisions, not feeling like they're walking blind and just hoping that they're making the right choice for their hotel.
Yeah, and I don't want to lose. I don't want to go too far before addressing. It's my understanding that LodgIQ is super simple to use.
It
right?
really is. So we very much believe that an effective revenue manager is an efficient revenue manager. So as much as we can make their job easy, it's very much just a very app type feel. The usability and the onboarding of this product is so simple. It's very intuitive in being able to find all the information that you're looking for, and being able to use it and understand and digest the information quickly. Because again, we don't want data paralysis. We don't want people to be spending all of their time looking and reviewing and trying to find the information they're looking for. The faster you can find the information, the faster you'll be able to action it.
Why do you think this is different than what else is out there? Is it because it's part of the LodgIQ AI suite? Is it because it's so easy to use? What's the difference?
You're hitting some really, top ones. To be honest, the the big differentiator is going to be that forward-looking data, though. This is something that there's nothing on the market that has the accuracy that our system does have, and again, by segment as well, being able to understand what you can anticipate in transient through the OTA, through negotiated, through airline, through group. All of these different pieces are just insights that hotels currently don't have access to. And it really has been with the development of AI and using algorithms that are based in the AI space that allow for us to be able to do it so well.
You got users currently on MarketIQ?
Absolutely. We've got a few hundred that are currently using it across a ton of different types of markets. So your A markets, your city center markets, as well as kind of your B and outlying markets. We have select service properties using it. We have full resorts using it. So it really is across the board.
So, what kind of feedback are you getting from these early users?
I'll say that the absolute biggest compliment that we can have to our system are the number of revenue managers who may change jobs, they change over to a new property, and we're one of the first calls that they make. So the fact they've become so reliant and understand how valuable this data is. And when they go into a new property, it's really one of the easiest ways for us to grow as a company is when our revenue managers change positions and change companies, because they bring us with them almost all the time.
So, what's the next one? The next feature you wanted to talk about? Group, I think. Group IQ.
Group. Group is back. Everyone's excited about group. We're so happy to see that coming back. Just the industry in general, there's a lot of energy behind group business, corporate, leisure, everything. It's back. And that's such just a foundational part of our industry. It really helps us feel like things are back to normal. And being able to manage and work out optimal rates for those groups is one of the things. There's always been kind of a sales and revenue management. Sales wants to understand this is such a great group and we really need to give them the right rate. And revenue managers are looking at the optimal rate every single time. So what we wanted to do is make it very simple for both sides. We've built out a group rate optimization tool that it really takes in, and this is kind of the secret behind our Group IQ. It utilizes really the entirety of our system to be able to provide the output. Meaning, we are going to look at what is on the books, what in the past the hotel has done during this time period, during the seasonality. We are going to be looking at market. What is the market doing? What is the market forecasting to be? It's going to be looking at your own property's forecast, whether it be a forecast that you put into the system or one that our system is generating for you on your behalf, and then developing a rate that is going to be optimal for this particular group. It's going to look at the dates that that the group is asking for, the number of rooms, of course, if there's commission involved, if there's ancillary revenue, all of those different pieces it's going to analyze to be able to give that rate. It'll also provide a displaced revenue analysis and the incremental revenue analysis. Another really nice feature of this is, let's just say that the optimal rate that's given is a 249 for this particular group. 249 may not be the optimal rate for each day of those stays, because let's say it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Monday and Tuesday have higher compression than Wednesday does. Well, those days may have a slightly higher rate on the day-by-day rate, so that we can, again, we're optimizing every single day. Additionally, when the sales manager goes through, they're able to first off send this quote over to their revenue manager, their general manager, whoever it is. If they are required to have approval on certain percentage discounts, they'll be able to just quickly send that over. It will also provide that sales manager with other additional rates that they could propose to the group over a different time period. So it'll look at the same stay pattern, and it'll be within a certain time period. But say if you're able to come next week instead, because of the availability, because of the forecasted demand from the market, we know that we could actually offer a lower rate. You could be paying, 209 instead of 249. So it's a lot of great data to be able to give that sales manager. They're not having to wait for the revenue manager to come back with the rate. Revenue manager can feel confident that the rates that are being quoted are going to be optimal.
Very good. Well, it's very exciting for
It is.
LodgIQ to be expanding its offering like this. So I'm excited to see all this coming out. And thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much, Jason. It's been a pleasure.
You bet.